Salam alaikum. So this photo that we see, not good quality, but this photo is of Nazi soldiers, SS soldiers, in 1943. And this is an infamous photo. And it's infamous for one reason. These soldiers are guards at the Auschwitz camp, concentration camp. And they're outside, and you can see them laughing, smiling, having a good time, completely indifferent, it seems, to the atrocities that are happening right behind them, where 1.1 million Jewish people were exterminated. So, move ahead 80 years, and now we have an extermination going on now, starting in 1967, where the victims have become the perpetrators. In 1948, at the Nakba, 750,000 Palestinians were forced out of their homes. In 1967, the occupation, the illegal occupation began. Then came apartheid, then came ethnic cleansing, and finally now we have actual genocide. But please, don't be confused. The Zionists want you to believe that this is a religious conflict between Judaism and Islam. This is not true. This is not true. This is only a land grab. This is a complete land grab to make a greater Israel. I lived in Miami for 8 years, and when I was in Miami, my house, we were close to an auction complex, and during this complex, they had auctions every 3 or 4 months. And I visited one time. They wouldn't let me in because you had to show that you were Jewish. And what they auctioned off was pieces of homes of Palestinians in the West Bank and in East Jerusalem. They actually auctioned off houses, homes, property that belonged to Palestinians. And these people didn't even know their land was being auctioned off. They lived there maybe for 50 years, 100 years, 200 years, depending. And eventually these people who bought these homes in Miami, bought these auctioned homes, who had never been to Israel, had never been to Palestine, fly there, move there, and show up with the IDF soldiers and kick out the people who have been living there for like generations. This was my first introduction to Zionism. So there's two differences between the Nazis and the Zionists. The first is that the Nazis knew what they were doing was evil, and they tried to hide it. When the concentration camps were being liberated by the Soviets, by the US soldiers, they hid it. They destroyed documents, they buried the dead, they burned bodies. They knew what they were doing was evil. They knew it was evil, and they tried to hide it. The Zionists don't hide it. They don't hide it. In fact, we know because they show us. The IDF soldiers show us videos. They show us pictures of them mocking, making fun of, and showing the Palestinians in a bad light. They delight in the suffering of others. In Israel now, they have camps where they take children, school-aged children, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, to hills overlooking Gaza, and they show them what's happening. They show the children starving. They show the people starving. They say, look, this is what's happening. This is what happened if you don't support Israel. So this is one difference. The second difference is the first time in history, the victims, the perpetrators of a genocide have become the victims. They say, we've all heard them say, we can forgive you for wanting to kill us, but we cannot forgive you for making us kill your children. So the last thing I want to say is, I didn't come here in anger. I didn't come here in hate. I want to say a very, very short story about love. This is about love. I was invited to Ingushetia a few months ago in Russia to meet children from Gaza, who had 3 days before been bombed, had lost everything, lost their families, lost everything. 25 children, 10 adults. And they surrounded me, and I asked them, what do you want? Do you want revenge on Israel? Do you want your homes back? Do you want your toys back? What do you want? And they all said to me in a group, they said, no,
Mr. Zif,
we
time
want
is
Israel
over. Please,
people
time is
to
over.
understand that we worship the same God. We worship Allah, we worship the same God, and we want peace. We want love. We have love for them, and we want love in return.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.